Do you know the history of yogurt? Nowadays, people eat yogurt every day, and its history is very interesting. There are various theories about the origin of yogurt, but it was said to be in Central Asia 6,000 to 8,000 years ago. It started when Aryan nomads in Central Asia began to use goat and sheep's milk, and lactic acid bacteria happened to center the milk in the container and fermented it, becoming yogurt-like. It was an alcoholic drink. It is believed that fermentation occurred without spoiling milk under the dry climate of Central Asia. Also, around 2000 BC, the Urmer who established the Babylonian culture in Mesopotamia used fermented milk made from livestock milk as food and medicine. In addition, around the 13th century, the Mongols always sprinkled camels which had fermented horse's milk on their flags when they went to the battlefield praying for victory. It is said that the Buddha also drank it in India. The etymology of yogurt is from the ancient Turkish word meaning sour, fermented milk made from milk. It was in the early year 1900 that yogurt became popular for health. Dr. Mechnikov, a Russian zoologist, microbiologist, and immunology researcher who received the Nobel Prize in Physiology in Medicine in 1908, discovered that there were many long-lived people in Bulgaria. He made a yogurt immortality theory that the lactic acid bacteria in yogurt, which are eaten on a daily basis, reducing intestinal decay and slow down aging. Since then, the method of making yogurt has spread all over the world due to the simple method. In yogurt made from milk, the nutritional value of milk is inherited as it is such as protein, vitamin B2, pantothenic acid, vitamin A, and calcium. In addition, they can be absorbed more efficiently than milk because they are decomposed during the fermentation process and digest and absorbed better. In addition, lactose contained in milk is broken down by lactic acid bacteria, so even people who have a loose stomach when drink milk can eat it with confidence. In yogurt made from milk, the nutritional value of milk is inherited as it is such as protein, vitamin B2, pantothenic acid, vitamin A, and calcium. In addition, they can be absorbed more efficiently than milk because they are decomposed during the fermentation process and digest and absorbed better. In addition, lactose contained in milk is broken down by lactic acid bacteria, so even people who have a loose stomach when drink milk can eat it with confidence. Yogurt in Japan began when dairy cows were imported and milk was sold in Meiji period. It seems that in Japan they ate something similar to yogurt in ancient times. In the Nara period, dairy products such as raku and daigo were valued by the nobles, but among them, it is thought that raku is most like yogurt. Unfortunately, after that, due to the rise of samurai, the food culture using milk did not develop. The history of yogurt in Japan had to wait until the civilization of the Meiji period. It was the first yogurt in Japan to ferment unsold milk and released as curded milk. However, at that time, it was sold as an enteric agent, and it was not until it was introduced at the Osaka World Expo in 1970 that yogurt became generalized and began to be produced in earnest. It is surprisingly recent that it has been found on the table of ordinary families, often with a variety of fruits added to it. There are various types of yogurt made from milk, including cows, goat, sheep, buffaloes, and even horse. It is now popular all over the world.